Hello, Children's Discipleship Team. If I've not met you yet, I'm Stacy Lyons, the Children's Director here at Riverside. I just wanted to send you some short videos to kind of get you prepared and excited as we look forward to next weekend. September 1st, it's our promotion weekend. You will start serving on your teams. The kiddos will get new classes. So I want you to just go in feeling confident and ready. I'm going to start just to give you kind of a big picture overview of what we're doing and what our goal is at Riverside when we do any type of programming or activities for our children. We view children's discipleship as our role. We look at families as primary disciplers, as the main stewards of their faith, but we, as Riverside, as the church family, want to come alongside them as secondary disciplers. So we want to help them just to know who Christ is and how to be more like him. That's what we view as discipleship. So we look in the different areas of the church kind of for different stages. Our youngest ages are going through a phase of discovery. Even down in the nursery, they are learning big, basic concepts like who is God? What is the Bible? Those are some foundational things, kind of an understanding they need to have as they move forward. Into our preschool and kindergarten and first grade, our early ages upstairs, they are going through a curriculum that takes them a big overview of the entire Bible. So it takes those basic concepts and starts to put it in the context of Scripture, and to really help them see God's big overarching story, and how the Bible works well together. As we move into some of these ages, you might see some kiddos start to make what we call the next stage of discipleship or a decision. Like the rest of us, they are going to either make a decision to follow Christ, and to submit to God's authority and to take on the blessings of Christ's sacrifice for us. So if you have a kiddo in your class that's seeming to move in that heart direction and is talking about that a lot, it's certainly something to encourage the families with when you interact with them at checkout or check-in. But also you can come to Katie or I as the discipleship staff, and we can help walk the families with the pastoral staff on what does that look like to become a member of the church and to get baptized. Our oldest ages, we look at those ages as development. So they have the foundation of the big concepts, they have the foundation of a big kind of overview of the Bible, and those are the ages that are really going to stick with the church through specific books of the Bible and take a deeper dive. We want to develop their ability to study and to understand Scripture. So I am so excited. I'm so glad that you're joining us in this. We literally couldn't do it without you. You are going to see a short break in the video, and I will magically be at the church, and I will walk you through some specific information for your class. Good afternoon, one-year-old team. I'm going to walk you down. So we're in the downstairs children's discipleship wing. Obviously, there's the office. We're going to walk down. You guys are going to be the third door on the left, and you'll see that all the doors are clearly marked. And this used to be just the baby nursery, but we're going to use this for our one-year-old room. You can see we've got a lot of gross motor toys in the room, mainly because this age, after they start walking, is where most of their learning is done moving. So we are going to provide you guys with a schedule and with some curriculum, but it might just be one of those things that happens more on the move, which is totally fine. So when you first get here, obviously at this age, you're going to check in and play and console. So this might be one of the ages, especially where they start, as you start walking, kids have more stranger danger because they realize their brain starts to understand how big space really is. So if you guys try to console at least for 10 minutes, but please utilize your walkie and get the coordinator if you're having a particularly difficult time. They do have a 5-point stroller that they can put the kiddo in to kind of stroll them up and down the hall. It could give you guys and the other kiddos kind of a break from the noise, but it also can be a little bit of a calming time for them. So around 10:30, you could make a good attempt we have instead of doing tables in this room because they are prone to kind of fall out of their chairs, You'll see there is a large quilt, and it's actually an old window dressing, but it makes it a little more resistant to stains. So you could move this structure out of the middle of the room and put the blanket down. And we're just going to have some like very simple story time and Bible time. So on your windowsill, you'll see you've got a curriculum bin, and it's got this schedule obviously matches the schedule that is on the far wall. So you'll come in and play. You can have some Bible time. This age we are not going to use the tiny Bibles because they have such a tendency to rip pages out. But obviously you will have a Bible in the room, but more, you're just talking about very big concepts about God. You can see the play activity is just identifying parts of their body, which at 1 and 2 years old is a favorite activity. And then there's a different prayer for each week. And you'll see like there's some fidgets for the activities. There's a book for you guys to read to them. This age loves to be read to. And this room, just to keep it simplified, since you guys are not using tables, we're also going to give you the little snack cups to use so that you don't have Cheerios just all over your floor. You'll see you do have a little push vacuum. So at the end of the day, we're just going to ask that you guys take any of the snack cups that were used and put them in the sink in the kitchen, and I'll show you where that is at the end of the hallway. After service, during service, this is used as a nursing room, but after service, if the door is shut, just make sure you lock. But you'll see the sink is all the way in the back corner of the room. You can just stick the used snack cups in that sink. You also have a CD player, so we do have a song written on the sheet, and it's got the YouTube link, not so that you can show them your phone necessarily, but just so that you can use the audio and you've got the lyrics so you could sing that with them. Just a very simple song each week. So let us know if there's any questions or anything. I did leave one of the dry erase boards by the door just so that if a parent has a very immediate need or an allergy or something, you can write that by the door, and then you will hang your diaper bags and write the child's name in the chalk over the space, just so that we keep track of whose is whose and whose cup is whose. The one other thing that we did do this year is we have put up just a simple prayer. There is a prayer time and there's a specific prayer that we've made for each week of your curriculum, but even just praying this with the kiddos, it's rhyming, it uses the parts of their body, just to kind of get them used to the idea of talking to God. So we are really excited for this year. We're really hopeful that you guys are too. If you have any questions or concerns, please just let us know, and we will see you soon. All right, teens, I have one last thing I want you to see. This is just for your safety and comfort. When you are in the room and you're changing diapers and you notice that someone has a poop, I want to show you a quick method that I use in order to keep the room from becoming a stink bomb. Because I know these rooms are pretty small. I know there's not a lot of leeway room. So what you can do is, so this is my diaper that I've just changed that's got stinky. So I'm going to put in a gloved hand. I'm going to hold it really tight. And then with my free hand, I'm going to grab the bottom of the glove and pull it over. So now the poop smell is contained. If you have room at the top, you can even tie it off. And that way, it'll keep you guys from having to try to get the coordinator to go outside to dispose of it, to tolerate the smell of poop. And it's hard when especially there's multiple kiddos that might need to go to the bathroom as we approach the season. So there you go, one tight little diaper package.